Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Angel from Simply Angel Tia. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. In this video, I want to talk about how being nice sometimes can be mistaken for something else. So you guys know in a previous video I talked about how to be nicer or how to be a nice person, and I talked about things that I practice every day that I think make me a nice person, and those are say hi to people, smile, and things like that. In this video I'm going to discuss how some of these things have been mistaken for something else, and I'll tell you guys some stories of what have happened to me that made me want to make this video. Okay, so if you're interested in this video, please stay on and let's get started. Okay guys, so before we get started, this is another episode of Simply Crochet with Angel, and I'm not actually going to be crocheting while we chat about this topic today, simply because I just finished this baby blanket here, like literally just before I sat down to talk to you guys on this topic. I just finished this, so as you can see, I'm just gonna quickly show you what I've done, and I love this. A lot of people are not too crazy about this color, but I actually like these combo colors a lot. This hot orange with a stripe of white like that, I think it's super cool. But anyway, so it has this stripe here, and then if you go down the blanket, you will see that it's there as well. So this is it here. This is the baby blanket I just finished before I sat down to talk to you guys. So I don't have anything to crochet right now because I just finished this, so I'm just gonna be chatting with you guys, but yeah, I just finished that. Let me know what you think about this. I hope you like it. This is for a baby girl or boy that would go up to like a 5-year-old or something like that. The size of it is big enough that the baby will have it until they're about 5-6. So anyways, so that's it. So let's get into the topic. So with this topic, I wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know why I'm turned like that here. Maybe I want you guys to see my hairline. So I did my own hair. I do my own braids, as you can see here. Super beautiful. Don't mind this breakout that decided to storm over yesterday or 2 days ago. So I have a super bumpy face on this side. This side is extremely clean. I have these breakouts that just kind of occur every now and then. They attack us like a portion of my face, and they don't come one by one. They come in a group. So if you guys look carefully, I have quite a few right here. This is so annoying because I don't know what to do. Like, I try to treat them, but I feel like the more I treat them, the more they relocate. They go from here and they pop up somewhere else. So, but anyways, my hair looks super bomb, right? Like, I love the way I did my hair. I did my hair like 2 weeks ago, and it still looks super nice like this. It's the only thing that I can do on my hair is super good braids. Everything else look like a mess. We are getting off topic. So I'm just gonna back up here if I can. I don't think I can, but anyways. So yeah, anyways, so for this particular topic, so if you guys remember a couple of videos ago, I had posted a video on my channel about how to be nice. And I just talked about things. I think I talked about top 10 or top 7 to 10 things that I do that I think makes me a nice person, and people have commented in the past and said, oh, you're smiling, you're saying hello, you're such a nice person. So I thought, and it's who I am by nature. I'm somebody who will see people and say hello and things like that. So this topic is going to be on how people can misconstrue that to mean something else, and the people I'm talking about is men. So for me, because I'm such a smiling person, saying hello to people, doing this and that, when I see men start to misunderstand that to mean that I'm flirting with them. And so I've had a few examples lately, and I'll talk to you guys about 2 recent examples. And this is something that has always happened to me in the past, but I'm going to be honest with you guys and say that I never really connected it to me being nice and saying hello and smiling at people and things like that. I just thought, hey, people are like approaching me because they think I'm cute and things like that. And it might as well be that, but I'm beginning to learn more and more that there's a lot of people who will take your smiling at them or saying hello, good morning, good afternoon to mean you're flirting with them, even though that's not what your intention is at all. So I've had this happen to me recently, and I don't know if this is something that you guys that happened to you guys as well, but to me it has happened twice in the last 2 months or so. And we're in the confinement, so I haven't left the house a lot, so it literally felt like the 2 times that I left the house in the last bit, both times I had people who completely misread my intentions by smiling at them and saying hello to mean that I was interested in them, and that I was inviting, right? So I will tell you guys the two instances. You can obviously, like, as always, you can always comment on the description, on the comments box below, and let me know if this is happening to you, if you have any advice on how to still be a nice person, still be saying hello to people, but without them taking it as you're flirting. Let me know. Maybe there's techniques that I'm just not aware of that people use out there that I would use, right? So all right, so let me give you guys the 2 examples of what I'm talking about. So about a month and a half ago, I went to it's like a small grocery store, but it's very local produced, type of produce and things like that. So I go there, and at the time I wasn't with my fiance. So anyways, I'm in Fanboy, and the moment that I enter Fanboy, somebody was coming behind me, so I went over to the right to go pick up a cart to bring into the store with me. And as I was pulling my cart backwards, I almost bumped into him. I said hello, smile, sorry, and then I turn and I drive my cart into the grocery store. And as I'm in there, I'm shopping, I'm walking around, I see him again. So he makes eye contact with me. He smiles, and I smile back. Said hello again for the second time. Went around. The moment I get to another aisle, I see him there. So long story short, he just happened to be in almost every aisle that I was going to somehow. But of course, I'm not naive enough to, or maybe in this case I was, but I was like, oh, I cannot think that this guy is in every aisle because he's following me, right? So I'm like, oh, he just so happened to want to be picking things in the same aisles that I'm going into. So that is the naivety. That is the naive part of this whole thing. So anyway, so he finally approaches me, and he goes, excuse me, can I talk to you for a second? And I said, yeah, sure. So I stopped. And often when people stop you, you don't think they're going to say anything, but maybe ask, oh, do you think these avocados are, like, what kind of avocados should I get? Are these good? Whatever it is, right? You don't think of anything more than that. So in this case, my mind goes automatically to, he's going to ask me something about something on his cart, right? So he comes to me and he goes, oh, first, I just want to say you're absolutely stunning. You're a beautiful woman. So of course I say thank you. So he goes, oh, and also I would like to say you just seem like a really nice person. I said, oh, thank you so much, I appreciate that. So the compliments kept going. I'm nice, I'm beautiful, I'm this and that. And then he goes, if you don't mind, I would love to take your number. So at this point I was like, oh, okay. Like, I realized quite at the beginning when he started to compliment how beautiful I looked that he was taking it somewhere else. But of course you don't want to be rude and be like, I am engaged, I have someone else. Like, you don't want to be rude like that. So I just, I let him compliment me, whatever. And then when he took it further and asked for my name and number, I did tell him, so you guys, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I have a fake name that I use for everyone, like people who don't know me, people who approach me on the street, people who, and especially if it's men whose intention is to try and pick me. I have a nickname that I use for all of them. So I am this name every time, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. So I tell him the fake name, and then I say, but I will not give you my number because my fiance will not appreciate another man calling me. And he goes, oh, shoot, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you're wearing a ring. And I go, yeah, absolutely. No problem at all. Thank you so much. I think you're really a nice man as well. So that was that. So I'm telling you guys this story because it took me smiling at him and saying hello for him to think I was flirting with him, or for him to think that I was giving a signal that I was interested in him. But my intentions were never that. Like, my intentions were just to say hi, whether it's him or like an 85-year-old woman that is on a wheelchair or on a walker. Like it's just who I am. I just say hello to people, and just there's no intention for anything further than that. So that was that. So this guy obviously mistook my all of that to just think I was flirting with him. And also, like, if you're talking to me, and I wasn't talking with my hand in my pocket, I wasn't like, my hands were not in my pocket for him not to see this. So I know at some point he saw it, but for some reason in his head, he thought, okay, but she's wearing a ring, but she's flirting with me, so I'm gonna shoot my, my shot and see if it lands or something like that. But anyways, nevertheless, that is how that ended. I told him I have a fiance. He would not appreciate another man calling me. Thank you, bye. So that was that. And then the other story happened in another grocery store within in here in Ottawa as well, that that I also go and shop. But this one is more like a big commercial company. So anyway, so I go in there, and it's the same thing, right? Like I'm shopping. I think I ended up in one aisle, and I was just kind of taking my time choosing what I wanted to choose. I'm just kind of looking at everything, reading the labels, looking at the price difference and things like that. And this person comes, this man, this one is like a much older man. I would say probably in his late 50s, early 60s, right? So he comes, he's on his own, he's pushing his cart, he sees me there, and as soon as he came, I could see him coming, so I turned around to make sure like my cart was not on the way blocking him or anything like that. We make eye contact, I smile, I say hello. So he rolls his cart, he goes, and I see him stop not too far from where I was, and he also was looking at other items in the racks, and then he kind of started to inch back towards me. So he's moving back towards me. He's looking at the items. He's moving back towards me, and then sure enough, he was like really close to me. And then he goes, "Oh, hi. Are you having difficulties choosing something as well?" And I said, yeah, just looking at the different items and trying to see which one I would take. And he goes, yeah, I'm having the same issue. And then he goes, oh, by the way, I just want to say you're beautiful, you're stunning. And of course, I get these compliments, so I don't usually, like for me, if somebody compliments you, you don't shut them off and say, I am taken or I'm with someone. Like it's just not necessary. Sometimes people just want to compliment you and they don't mean anything by it. So of course with this person, he compliments me and I say thank you, and then he goes, can I help you? I would let, he said, take this one. I don't even remember what it was. What was it that I was buying? You know what? I think I was actually buying ginger beer, like ginger, like like ginger drinks. They have different ones, and I think I was looking to see which one would be the best one for me to get. So I was going through the different brands that they had lined up in the aisle on the racks, and I think that's what I was doing. And he was like, oh, which one are you looking for? And I said, I'm looking at the ginger beer. And he goes, oh, can I give you an advice? And I said, yes. He's like, take this one. And I said, oh, why? Like, why this one over the other ones? And he goes, I don't know, it looks nice, the bottle looks as beautiful as you are. So obviously this person did not give me advice based on, I have had this, it's a great flavor, this is how this is. No, it was a way for him to try and talk to me, right? And the more that I was engaging with him, the more he thought I was probably in, like, kind of reciprocating his interest. But for me, I don't really know what other way to deal with someone. Like, I'm not the kind of person who is going to be rude and abruptly tell someone, no, I don't need your help, or whatever the case is. I just don't think it's necessary. And if you don't know the intentions at the beginning, it's just rude, right? Like, you just don't want to do that to people. So anyway, so he goes, oh yeah, this one, the bottle looks just as beautiful as you are, and things like that. So I go, oh, thank you, but I'm not looking for a beautiful bottle or like a good looking bottle. I'm looking for good flavor. Which one would be, better than the other? He goes, oh, okay, I get you. I completely agree. And then he goes, you have a beautiful smile. What's your name? My name is so-and-so. And I use my fake name. Oh, my name is so-and-so. Nice to meet you, so-and-so. And then he goes, I would love to have your number because I would like to continue to talk about ginger beer with you. right? So he just had a pickup line that first of all I thought was extremely lame, and secondly I started to realize at that moment that okay, yeah, he's taking it a little bit further. So then I flashed this, right? The good thing with having a ring is you can actually show that you are taken, as opposed to when I did not have a ring, I would tell people, oh, I have a boyfriend. And most people say, and so what? Right? Because most of the time people don't really believe, either don't believe you or think that it's just a line that you're using for nothing. But with having a ring, I just literally went, my fiance would not appreciate another man calling me. So yeah, and then he goes, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. You just, I just think you're extremely nice and you're very, very good looking woman. So I thought that maybe there was sparks between you and I. And I said, but what made you feel that? What made you feel like there was sparks flying? And he goes, well, I mean, like when I came into the aisle, you smiled at me, you said hello, and when I engaged and I got into a conversation with you, you engaged back. So I thought that maybe there's some kind of interest there. So with this particular man, I just ended up telling him, well, somebody being nice and talking to you and saying something back to you does not necessarily mean they're flirting back. So it's you who misread my intention. So I apologize if my intentions, came off as I was flirting with you. But I'm just simply the kind of person who will say hello to people, and if they talk to me, I will engage back, as opposed to be on defense and think that I should not engage with people because it will come off as flirtatious. So anyway, so these are my two stories of the things that happened with me or to me in the last 2 months or so. So even though I had a video that talks about be nice, smile, and all of that, I just want to say that also be prepared that some people may mistake that to mean something else, even though that is not your intention. So of course, continue to be a nice person, continue to be loving towards other people, continue to respect other people, continue to give your beautiful smile to people, but just be prepared that you may also get people who are looking for more than just a hello and a goodbye. All right, so that is my message for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao, ciao.